Hey, what's good? What's good, guys? I had another video topic scheduled for today, but honestly, I decided to postpone that script and make this video today instead. So, first, I'll discuss the trajectory of my channel. So, it's blown up a lot recently, relatively speaking, to the point where, to be honest, I'm not really sure how to react to it because I've wanted this to happen, but I didn't think that it would happen. And it kind of happened quickly to the point where I'm still kind of surprised it happened and excited also, but I'm also like, dang, that happened. Technically, it's only 43 subscribers. Thank you to all you guys. So that's not, all channels have millions and millions of subscribers, right? But it was only 17 at the beginning of last month. And even before that, for the 6 months when I started it, it was literally like less than five. And I knew like half of those people. So it was less than five, and probably all of those people were like basically family or friends that are like family. And I knew like three of them were definitely family. So, yeah. So it just kind of, like, now it's to the point where people that subscribe, they don't even comment on the videos. They're just, they're subscribers. And each of that is a person. At first, when I was getting subs, I thought it was bots. I was like, so this is how YouTube work? Are these just bots? But then people started commenting, so I'm like, okay, those aren't bots. And then some of the subscribers started, because you can keep your subscriptions private or you can keep them public. And then I'm starting to see some of these people that have channels of their own that are subscribing, and they're not bots. So I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So I mean, definitely thank you for that. But like, I'm getting like at least a sub a day right now. That's like pretty weird to me, and it's pretty exciting. They don't even get me started on the watch time and views. Like, subscribers were step 3 of the process. It starts off with impressions and then views, in my opinion. But yeah, that's my whole formula. That's not important right now. But just in terms of my channel, I'm gonna keep discussing MGTOW, blockchain, my healthcare network idea, if you guys are interested in that, current events, and all of these isms that we're dealing with, like feminism, communism, fascism, capitalism, Meninism. I'm just kidding on that last one. There's no Meninism. But yeah, all of that stuff, and then we'll see what happens. And also the production value will get steadily better. That's why I'm working on my last video, like on this other video that I wanted to post, and the production and editing is a little bit better on that, and that's why it's taking a while. But I just wanted to drop this one because like this is kind of just real-time stuff here. So one thing I've been thinking about recently about society in general is the society pre and post mass internet. So to be honest, a lot of us, we're still kind of on the frontier here, right? We're pioneers. Making a YouTube channel is still dissed on, straight up. Like, my friends are not, even as the subscribers are going up, my friends aren't, they kind of still think it's not that viable. My family doesn't even give a crap, right? Except the ones that subscribed. Most of them don't really give a crap. Which I guess, does it make sense? Does it not? I don't know. But all I know is this is still pioneer territory. This isn't typical territory. So, I mean, I am 24 years old. I was born in 1996. So to be honest, I've only really known the internet world. I kind of came of age with the World Wide Web, to be honest, because that was created in 1993. I was born in 96. So we're witnessing the coming of age of the internet in general right now. And a lot of these Gen Zers and late millennials like myself are coming of age with this technology. So what I want to know is, was it better before or after the mass internet? I read all these comments on the internet, right? and also people that, like my parents had said, that kind of say this, they say that it was better before, but then I think really was really better before. In a world where you couldn't just bypass bureaucracy to make your voice heard like this, there's no bureaucracy I had to go through to post videos. I just post videos and the algorithm takes it and you people like it enough to subscribe, right? Like, I'm trying to imagine a world where you have limited avenues to make your voice truly heard. Like, what would you do? Go to your local news station and try to get them to cover your story or something like that? Or maybe, you know, imagine if you couldn't even post an article online, forget about a whole multimedia video. So imagine if you would have to go to something like a TV station or, you know, a newspaper to make your voice heard to a widespread audience. Maybe there's also not as many people in that bureaucracy or something. Who really knows, right? Like, I wasn't born at that time, so I'm not sure. But when I think about this channel and how I've used it to connect to people literally worldwide, like I had a dude in Brazil commenting on some of my videos earlier, like the guys in Brazil over there with Bolsonaro and all that stuff. And hey, in Brazil, I know they're also giving out them checks to the poor to help with the COVID lockdowns and stuff. Like I watch that on Bloomberg, so we might be in similar boats here. Although we don't have Trump anymore here, now we have Biden, which is on the opposite side of the political spectrum. So I do live in the heart of what some people might refer to as the gynocracy, and that's California. I live in Sacramento, California. So I hear how bad it is in New York and certain parts of Australia. If it wasn't for the web, would I not even be able to speak out on it? Like, on this gynocracy, would I have to be relegated to being just a worker bee, basically, and not understanding what was going on around me? Or even if I did understand it, not even being able to have any kind of impact whatsoever? Like just be a worker bee or something like that, or a worker ant, whatever you call those. Maybe are humans like worker bees and all that stuff. I don't know. That you can get into the biology of that. Like, maybe we can do it in a different video. But would I be trying to connect with people over radio frequencies or something like that? Maybe I would, because I'm kind of just a nerd and I like technology. But I'm not even sure like how that would be going. So maybe this feminism stuff wouldn't even be that big of a deal without the internet, because women wouldn't be exposed to the stuff that they're exposed to either. Because let's face it, the internet had this whole third wave feminism, whatever you want to call it, internet had a big role to play in that, just because they could share, older women could share their experiences. And like Tim Pool says in his videos, a lot of these writers are like kind of older women. So younger women learn from the older women, and now like what used to be a 30-year-old woman talking about the world is now like maybe a 20-year-old woman, or using those same talking points. Like, I witnessed it in college. I know a lot of you younger MGTOWs witnessed it, and that's probably why you're a younger MGTOW. So there are cons to the mass information provided by the World Wide Web. We have information overload, informational warfare, psychological warfare as a result of that, societal atomization, which is probably one of the biggest bad things, to be honest, are some of those cons. Platforms like YouTube and Facebook have taken over with advertising and algorithms promoting advertising. And that's, some people have gotten super rich off that stuff. So, it might not be a con for them as a society. Is it a con? You can decide. It's definitely led to some cons. You can argue with that, but is it an overall con? That's something that you could argue. And I put it in the con section of this script, so there's my opinion on it. And like I said earlier, that's what kind of that's part of what got us into the gynocracy like this in the first place, is all that advertising. So there you go. So those are some of my thoughts on that. So now let me talk about the deleted comments. Sometimes some of you guys post comments and I get it in my notifications, but then I respond to them in the videos only to find out that they aren't there anymore. So I don't know if this is you guys deleting them or if it's YouTube deleting these comments, and sometimes these comments are completely harmless. Like this one guy commented saying that the universities have been communist since the 1920s. And I don't know, that couldn't, I highly doubt that that got the amount of downvotes needed to take the video off. Like, and I mean, I'm pretty sure he didn't delete it himself, or maybe he did, I don't know. But I don't know if that's YouTube taking the comment off, even on a small channel like this, if they're deleting comments. Like, to me, that, like, if you guys want to talk about like censorship and stuff like that, the internet might start to augment, I mean, it already is augmenting the reality of many people, but if you like think about that, like, will the internet really augment perspectives that much? That's a crazy concept. I don't want to call it a scary concept because I think that's a little bit of an overreaction for now, but that's an interesting concept. Definitely interesting and definitely strange. So I'll just leave it there, to be honest. Like, that's the end of my script. I'll leave it there. This video is probably long enough. So leave a like and a comment and subscribe if you guys enjoy this content. This world keeps getting stranger, and I'm starting to wonder what the point of it is, to be honest. And I just wrote that in my script, and I'm just gonna say that because I wrote it. Yeah, and there it is. Alright, peace out, guys. Stay healthy, and I'll get back to that regularly scheduled content that I postponed. I'll try to post it maybe tomorrow. It might be a couple of days or something like that, but yeah, as the production value increases, I'm gonna need more time to work on the videos, so, like, enough said on that. Alright, peace out, guys. Stay healthy.